cannot defeat me!
Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. We've upgraded our kit and so we're actually running at a much higher resolution and quality than we were before. And I'm also going to be upgrading the difficulty, there we go. Right, so we're going to be carrying on with our Barbarian. Sticking with hard for the moment, probably until we get a bit higher level. But we're going to just carry on pushing through and seeing if we can't get a bit closer to level 70. Now, we are sticking with our wonderful Ignore Pain, Rend, Battle Rage, Warcry combination. We've still got Cleave and we've still got Whirlwind going on. But I think this time we are going to take our time to... In fact, let's have a very quick look at our stash. 33633. So we could do some more bounties starting with Act 1. I think that's a pretty good way of spending our time. Enter the Decaying Crypt? Well, okay then. Let's get our shouts on. Oh my word. The difference is so noticeable. I think this may be the best thing I've done all year, he says. In the middle of January. I've been needing an upgrade for a while, and it's really, really nice to see that it is actually worth it. Oop, there's the explosion. And even the new Soul Stone looks deliciously gorgeous when it goes off. Let's get a rend on these guys quickly. Now, we are only level 32. Sorry, no, we're level 33. But we should level up pretty quickly. I've only put the difficulty up to hard, so our kill speed is still going to be pretty fast. Let's get both of those refreshed. And obviously we're still using the Burst of Wrath and, more importantly, Borns and Cane Set, which is going to help with our leveling speed, because we want to push through the levels sooner rather than later. We want to be getting our ancient items on for this build. And gambling with Kadala, really, because, God, it's going to take us a while to find decent Legacy of Nightmares rings. And that's probably the first thing that we're going to need to ask for. Oh, explosion. That's a decent amount of damage that it does when it hits. I am liking that very, very much. Get all the loot that falls. Yeah. Better remember it, lady. I'm a barbarian. That's what we do. We impress enchantresses. Just tear through these guys. I'm quite liking this this Dust Devils thing, although we are going to have to change over to Hurricane just as soon as we reach... Ooh. Well, now, I guess. Start pulling people in towards us, which will improve the speed of killing them, of course. If we're not chasing them down, it's so much better. We've got to keep our rage high as well. One of the reasons why I like Weapon Master, really. We do lose a bit of the DPS from Dust Devils, and Dust Devils do look awesome. But I'm happy to do that for the necessity of what really comes forth. It's quite a way down to this this crypt. Maybe we should change over to a leap instead of rend at some point. We're probably not going to be using rend that often except on boss fights, but it is... I find it's worthwhile. Sure thing. Does it involve hitting them with a big-ass stabby thing? I would call it a cleaver, but I'm not sure if it really counts as being a cleaver anymore. Right, one down. Let's get a rend going on both of them. Uh-oh. Back on out of that. Get back in the middle in case we get stunned like this. Kaboom. That's one way to do a bounty. And, you know, we'll loot the room while we're here. Okay, well, that was pretty straightforward for the first bounty. Let's move straight on to Killian Damort. Sounds pretty cool. Which reminds me, I must get round to... Killian made me think of Kilrain. I must get round to watching Jessica Jones. I've heard very, very good things about it. In fact, a lot of the superhero TV series have turned out very, very well. And, yeah, thoroughly enjoying them. I'm currently working my way through Gotham, actually. And I think possibly the thing I like most about it, and there's some things I really don't like about it, but I love the representation of the Penguin that they've done. I think he is spot on who the Penguin should be. And that in itself makes it worth pushing past all the little things that I don't like about it. And I'm not going to really go on a rant about what I do and don't like specifically. But, yeah, it's a saving grace for something which had the potential to just be that little bit ruined. Just cleave through these guys. I could, you know, whirl my way up to them and pull them in with Hurricane, but it's nice to have a spot of variety. Although this is going to be fun. Uh-oh, explosion. Kaboom. 246,000 damage to a chicken. Seems perfectly reasonable to me. Alright, let's get a rend on these. And then we will whirl through them a hell of a lot. There we go. Yeah, I can't wait till I'm doing just a little bit more damage. Eventually we'll reach the point, at least I hope we'll reach the point, where we are just whirling permanently. Because Whirlwind Barbarians really rely on 100% uptime. If they can get away with it, that's really what they want. And this build is going to be no exception. The difficulty is going to be in... Oop, another explosion. 369,000 damage, I love it. The difficulty for us is going to be that we're not using the specific Whirlwind weapon set, two-piece weapon set, which improves your fury generation massively while whirling. Basically counteracts the entire cost of whirlwind, as far as I can tell. Yeah, much faster to whirl through him. Uh-oh. Kaboom! Another bounty done. That's 2 bounties we've done by exploding. Alright, let's go kill the Skeleton King. Take advantage of this wonderful, glorious, upgraded machine and look at all the beautiful things that the game has to offer us. Pounce through a couple of these. We want the improved movement speed, please. There we go, much better. Get a rend on those just to kill them while we pass. That's another thing I like. It's a fire and forget skill. Just run into the middle of stuff, put it on, and leave the area. Oh, exploding again. Oh, they blocked. Well, that's a bit rude. They didn't block that. That's 3 levels gained so far. We're making pretty good progress, I'd say. More passive skills unlocked that we don't particularly care about. We've already got a very specific plan for this. And I have mentioned it before, but the link to the theory crafting behind it is going to be in the description of the video below. So if you're curious as to what's going to be coming up and you haven't seen the videos beforehand, do check it out. But this is going to be a Legacy of Nightmares Thorns based Barbarian Whirlwind. It's going to be fun. It's going to be so much fun. And that's one of the things that I'm really looking forward to. It's so far away from anything that I've done before in Diablo 3. I'm enjoying the fact that there are still many, many things I haven't tried. Let's get this guy knocked on the head. How you doing, mate? You look a bit tired. Oh, yeah. Didn't mean to wake you up. Let's just back off a little bit. Come on, let me get... There we go. Right. Oh. Exploding. Oh, wow. That nearly killed him in one go. That's a shame. It would have been nice to have another bounty that we'd done by exploding, but it was pretty damn close. Alright, so there's a couple left. We're almost full of stuff, though, so let's head back to town. I'll also take the opportunity to check, see if there's any of these we can swap over. Right. That is a significant damage boost. That's a significant damage boost as well. We lose the experience, though. I suppose it's only 3% really, isn't it? Now the rest of it's probably not actually worth it. Oop. Let's have a look at these and salvage up, salvage up, salvage up. Okay, so cultist page 1 we've already got. That can just go straight on the floor. The rest of these bits can all go in here, and cleave testimony can be salvaged as well. Now we've got a hell of a lot of blood shards, but I do want to wait until we are higher level before we start putting them into Kadala. Let's go to the Triune Reborn. I should have gone straight there if I'm honest. Certainly things are not scary enough at the moment that we've had to use our Ignore Pain. So I could swap that over for Sprint or something to try and keep us moving forwards a bit faster. Let's watch that guy bleed to death as we chase him down. Oh wow, his head actually came flying clean off. Yeah. Huge building up of Fury. Cleave is such a good skill. Alright. Oh, we can hear a goblin. You know what that means? It means I'm going to put myself at risk for loot, really. Okay, let's get this one done, and then we'll try and figure out where the goblin is. And position ourselves carefully around him. Yeah, he's definitely up this way. Kaboom! And then frozen. Well, at least everything's dead. We'll open this and then we'll go track him down. Oh, I can hear him. I want to kill him. There he is. Let's get a rend on him. Oh god, that was a hell of a lot of things, wasn't it? Right, treasure goblin. In your face, mate. Pop goes the weasel. Let's get a rend going on this one as well. You never know, we might explode at him. There's a significant chance it could happen. Didn't happen, but we'll explode at his minion. Alright. Grab those couple of bits. So there's still 3 Triune monuments for us to find. We made it to level 36 already. Awesome. Ignorance is bliss. I think that might be the one that we're going to go for on Ignore Pain. I'll need to double check that later, but we should probably change over to it at some point anyway. Right, what have we got up here? Where are the last 3 Triune monuments? The other thing that I'm looking forward to at the moment is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is going to be coming out soon. I know I'm loving what's coming out in the cinema pretty much. Anything that's action-y or comic book based is really tickling my fancy. I just went to see Rogue One the other day, and that was a really enjoyable film. I didn't know what to expect going in because I'd heard good and bad things, and I was very happy with how it turned out. It's definitely one that I'm going to be picking up as soon as it becomes available digitally. Yeah. But then I do love a bit of space opera anyway, whether it's a TV series or film. And Star Wars is such an expansive universe. There's so many options for them to tell stories. The other upcoming ones, like the young Han Solo film and young Lando Calrissian, it just shows that you can take a story and you can just keep feeding more information into it. And I know a lot of it's going to be based on stuff that's already been canonized in books, but it's just saying, yeah, we've got this wonderful thing, we've got this wonderful story to tell, and then just giving people the opportunity to tell it. And I'm really happy that they're actually taking the time to go back and do that. Oh, big explosion. That could have been dangerous. We might have had to use our Ignore Pain temporarily there. Let's whirl this guy up a bit. That's that one done.
I need fury.
That's that one dead. And I can see another one from here. Don't you dare touch me while I'm doing this.
Not ready yet.
We're alright, people. We're alright. We've got a plan. And it mostly involves getting a decent rend on these guys. And then exploding them. Oh man, Soul Smasher would be so much fun. I know it's only the kind of weapon that you can use while leveling, because eventually it doesn't become that useful. But it is such a fun weapon. Making stuff explode when you kill it. Who doesn't love that? Level 37. Alright, let's get some more whirling going with these. I want to do this last damn monument. Out my way, people. Right, that will do. Don't touch me. Now we can deal with you. Uh-oh. Well, that's one way of dealing with him. I'm going to say that a lot, by the way. Uh-oh, when that wonderful explosion goes off. Let's go and kill Hans, and that will actually finish off this act quite nicely. Hey, Jezeb. How's it going? Let's do some whirling and rending and all that fun stuff. So against single targets, that's where we're probably going to face our biggest challenge. Mostly just because of the amount of fury that we need to try and keep up. But we will have Leap to help. We've also got our War Cries. So periodically we should be able to refresh enough to be able to make a difference. There we go. Decent number killed. Ooh, look at this group. Uh-oh. We're going to explode at them. All... Everyone's dead.
Lazarus, of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear and whispered dark and evil magics into it.
Dark and evil magics.
An imminent attack.
The best kind of magics to whisper.
Speak against the Archbishop. The councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement and sent us off to die.
Stabbity, stabbity, stabbity. This chap is going to fall over any moment now. There we go. Uh-oh. That was a pretty bad time for that to appear. If there'd been more than one and, you know, we'd known that it was actually a potentially dangerous amount of damage, then I would have popped Ignore Pain. That's why we have Ignore Pain on our bar, mostly. But yeah, there'll be some higher, some greater Rift survivability at the higher levels. But realistically, it's to stop us killing ourselves with that Soul Stone. Yeah, nothing here. Yeah, you're not appropriately garbed to read this. I got a Soul Stone in my face. I think that's more than appropriately garbed. Alright, so there's 9 mobs that we need to kill still. In fact, let's have a look through here.
More fury.
Get some Wrens going. And we will be ready to head back to town in just a moment. Alright, that'll do. Yeah, I do like the Storm Shield design. I think when we get the Defender of West March, we might change over to that. But that's the most important stuff that we've come here for, these wonderful caches. That and the experience. Let's grab those, and then I think we'll salvage up what we've got, because nothing else is really going to be worth changing over to. Salvage those, right. Okay, so highest usable, Unending War is still the only mighty weapon that we've got. Highest usable, we're still stuck for a lot of stuff, and we could make Prendergrasps, but it's probably not worth our time when Kane's set is giving us such wonderful benefits. Yeah, I think we'll stick with what we've got. Okay, so in here, drop these off nicely, drop that off, and I think that will finish that episode nicely. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you're enjoying this. I do hope you're liking the improved quality as well. I'm going to be carrying on in just a moment, so join me again shortly for more Diablo 3. I'll see you soon.